Hey guys, we're finally back. Had a little bit of an issue over the winter. By the way, so maybe you can read that. Neighbors are not too fond of the old butte. Thought, why not do a little work on her? It's been a while. We have some things to address today. I need to get a light. So first things first, I figured we'd get her all cleaned up. Lots of leaves, debris everywhere. You can also see the battery had an issue. So we had some battery cables come undone. Need to fix that. You can also see the wiring. You know, I have to be pretty careful. Take a look at that. Pretty old wiring. So we're going to redo some terminals. Just got some cheap ones here, of course. You know, you can see lots of leaves and debris down here. You can get rid of all this. We're going to potentially address the power steering. I'm going to put some stop leak. I'm going to try to clear everything up, and I noticed down, and if you haven't noticed, here's a good spot if you ever need to keep some power steering fluid. Just put it right back in there. So we'll maybe put some stop leak. I'm going to potentially jack it up. The other thing that we might even do here is adjust the timing. So one of the previous viewers left a comment about the timing, saying that it was fairly off, and this is essentially where I would adjust it. So I'm going to move it back to the middle, and we'll see what happens. So the other thing, I'll have to get a light, but I'm almost positive that there is oil or rust or something in this reservoir. I also noticed, and it's difficult to see in there, but we pretty much have nothing. So that's something that we also have to address. Glad you guys could join me. Happy 4th. Let's get to it. Alright, so here it is. Quick and dirty cleanup job. Got a lot of the mess out. So I think I'm going to work on these terminals next. As you can see, the ground doesn't look all that bad, to be quite honest. So maybe I'll leave that as it is and just deal with the positive side. So let me get you guys set up here, and then we'll do that. And I'm probably going to lift the car up, and I might even do another oil change. I do have enough oil sitting here. I'll have to deal with the power steering. put some fluid in there and then see if she starts up. It's been a while since she's ran, so let's get. Of course, my wire cutters are pretty terrible. See, old end. They're probably not the right gloves to be dealing with wires like this, but look at all the corrosion. I should go get a razor blade, but let me just mess around with this for a while. So it looks like there's some corrosion inside of there. You guys see that? Let me run and get a razor blade real quick. Alright, let's check this out, huh? You can see the inside of this. All green corrosion. You can see corrosion on the actual wires too. Interesting. So the question is, how far does that really go? I guess all the way. Now this, we don't really have much room. I was debating on whether to cut this. I don't think I should. Let's try to open it up a little. You can see a lot of corrosion in there too, a lot of green. And I guess one day that'll have to be addressed, but today is not that day. Let me go get some pliers. quite the mess. It's not too bad. Guess I'll have to work with it. So for those that have never done this, maybe you haven't, this part has to unscrew. It's on there pretty tight. Let me go get some more tools. And so here it is. Wires are essentially going to fit through that. Ideally, should be pretty small, but let's see what happens here. And now we are going to clamp down as best we can here. Not sure what that was. It just fell. And see, I'm also letting gravity kind of do the work here. I don't know if you guys are even able to see that. Yeah, it's in there. And we do want this to be pretty tight, so might just leave it upside down. Seems to fit a little bit better. So there it is. It's all smashed down. It's pretty good. Negative I'll leave as is. And one day we should address all that corrosion. It's probably not good, obviously. Alright guys, I got the car pulled out up on jacks and jack stands. I'm going to let the oil out and I'll show you. I've done a video on this already, but underneath, let's go underneath here. Get under here. So this is the oil pan. You can see it's looks like it's been dented. So let's go ahead and let that oil out. Okay, so I do think it's a 16 millimeter. Not breaking very easily. Oh, there it is. Well, it really doesn't look milky or anything, so alright guys, so we're back topside now. The oil is still draining. And again, it didn't look milky or anything. Difficult to see in there. I think it's time to deal with this power steering a little bit. So there is a little bit of a leak. I don't know if we should. I think we should take that out and see if it's leaking. Could just be the hose clamp. Oops, I don't even have it on there. Let's go ahead and take that out. Looks like just that one screw right here is holding it in. I can't see anywhere else. So let's try to unclamp it. Yeah, it doesn't, nothing else there. Alrighty, in an effort to kind of stop any leaks before we go any further, we're actually going to try it. I'll add some steering fluid and see if we can kind of work it in a little bit and see, you know, at this point where it actually leaks. So I took off that hose. I should have probably got another clamp for it, but it didn't look like there were any holes or anything. The hose actually looks good, so we'll fill it up. I'm going to go down and put that oil plug back in, and then we'll go ahead and try this out. So let me get you set up. Tighten it up. Let's go ahead and add some oil. This is what I'm putting in it right now. Oh, my hands are all sweaty. Of course I can't get it off. A second here. Let's give her some oil here. I probably should use a funnel, but stick it down here. Nothing in it. Oh, that looks pretty good actually. Let's check it. Basically right on the money. Now I didn't change the filter because the filter literally has 0 miles on it, so the oil was still pretty sludgy. Alright, so here goes in the stop leak and the steering. I'm going to go ahead and put in a battery. I'll probably have to jump it to get it started, but then we'll move the wheels back and forth, start letting the pump bring it in, and we'll see what happens. We're back. We got a new battery put in. There's a place, if you're in Chicago, called Service Battery Plus. This battery cost me a whopping $10. I brought all of my old batteries back, and he gave me one that is, you know, another old one, 490 cold cranking amps, not too much there. So everything is in. I did adjust the timing, so take a look at that. You can slide this sort of up and down. It's difficult to see there. I'm going to try to put it right in the middle as much as I can. And now I'll go back and tighten it down. I'm going to put some fluids in here, some antifreeze. And so let me go ahead and tighten that down. Let me set you guys up real quick. I just mark that down. Let's go ahead and put in some fluids over here. I mean, the thing looks bone dry. I guess we'll find out real quick if we have a leak. The reservoir is full. Oh, that's not good. There we go, bubbles. Bubbling down, air's coming out here. There we go. That's the only thing left to do is see if she'll start up. Right back out on the street. We got coolant, got a new battery. The wheel's turning pretty good. So I'll have to put it on the ground. spot. Alright guys, my battery's running out. Appreciate you for joining. We'll move on next time. Take care. So we're here next day. Let's take a look. Do we have a big leak? You can see there is a leak down there. So it looks like the leak is on the right hand side, but it looks way back there. So I don't have time today, but we'll pull it out and take a look at it at some point here real soon. So there is a leak. It is, or it does seem to be, it's not down there at this point. It does seem to be near the rear. You can kind of see it right down through that hole. Alright guys, see you next time.